Hello families and people who follow my videos. I wanted to make a video today because I sustained a head injury on the playground a few weeks ago at school. So my brain is not 100%. And I think that's good news. When I learned it wasn't 100%, I thought I should make a video because I've done this prevention work for so many years that sometimes I talk in shorthand. And I want to make a video today about families, how they can talk to their children about child abuse. So this is going to be a video for someone at a first grade level because that's where my mind is at right now. So parents, you want to talk to your kids about what some people call stranger danger, which is such a lie. And I say that's a lie because 90% of kids who are raped by someone they know. A parent, a loved one, a family member, an uncle, a stepfather. They're not strangers. Strangers are not hurting our children. It's our loved ones, it's our family, it's our babysitters, it's people in our community. Parents introduce their children to the people that rape them 90% of the time. And each time I say that, a shiver goes down my spine because as a parent, that just is haunting. The media does not portray that because no one wants to turn in their uncle to Fox News. No one wants to turn in mom's boyfriend to CBS. So people don't report these incidents. Google it. It's 90%. Like, so good news, bad news, right? These people are not people that are on America's Most Wanted. Like I said, these are trusted, these are family members, these are partners of yours, these are neighbors. So with a little bit of pushback from your kids, these people will go in other directions. Like I said, they are not on America's Most Wanted. They are around your Thanksgiving table. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And I know this is new information for a lot of you because you watch the news, you see the kids get abducted at Walmart, and you think stranger danger. No, I have to come up with another term when I get my mind back, not today. It's not stranger danger. You need to have pushback intelligence. So how do you get that? This is what you say to your kids. Kids, we're going to our family reunion or wherever, fill in the blank of where you're going. Vacation, Thanksgiving dinner, dad's birthday. And you said, we're going to be around a lot of family members. If anyone there at the party or anywhere else that you're going asks you to do something that you don't want to do with your body, I want you to come and talk to me. If someone crosses a boundary with you, please come and tell me. You have healthy boundaries set up in your body. And your kids have this because they're younger. So they have not had their boundaries violated where sometimes you lose that. Your kids are pure. So they have body boundaries and they're set in by God. There's like a little fence around their body. So kids will know immediately if someone is crossing those boundaries. What you want to do is give your permission to your kid to tell you if someone has crossed that boundary. And you say, if somebody touches you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, I want to know. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. People try to throw a whole lot of other things into this conversation. People get really confused. Parents get really confused when you start talking body safety. They think you're talking consent. They think you're talking intercourse. They think you're talking sexuality. They think you're talking gender identity. And they lump all of these other topics into this topic. And it gets so confusing that parents don't even want to talk about it. They're like, oh, I don't want to talk about body safety. You're not talking about consent. You're not talking about sexuality. You're talking about body safety and boundaries. That's it. Low-lying conversation here. So you tell your kid that you want to know if someone harms them. If you've never had this conversation with your kid, you should ask them, has someone ever touched you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable? And then you need to hold the bottom of your chair, dig your fingernails into it, and just listen. Stop and listen. Say, I want to know if anyone has ever harmed you. And you wait about that long. It may blow you away, the answer that they give you, and what to do with that is a whole nother video. But there's a child advocacy center in every city in North America. That's the best place to start if your child has been harmed. And you'll say to them, why didn't you tell me? This is the answer. They didn't tell you because you had never had this conversation with them. Having this conversation is paramount with them because if you give them the door to open, if something happens to them, they'll tell you. But if you say nothing, they say nothing. Child abuse is built on a house of cards. So you take one card out, which is silence, the whole thing just falls. Child abuse and silence go together. Let your children know that you don't want them to be silent. Let them know that you want to know. Even if it is your partner, even if it is your husband, you want to know. And I can tell you want to know because I've worked with kids in middle school for over 20 years who told no one, and then they do extremely risk-taking behaviors all through 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I had 6th graders doing things that 6th graders shouldn't even know about, but somehow they found it as an outlet, as a way to try to process their grief and what they were doing. So you give them permission to tell. You ask them if anyone has hurt them in the past. And if you don't know what to say and you're like, Julie, I can't do this. I could play your video, but I don't know what to say. Take a deep breath. Go to your public library or go to Amazon or go to my website and buy Some Parts Are Not for Sharing. If you read that story to them and say nothing else, it works and you're done. I read that to my daughter when she was only 18 months old. A few months later, we were carving pumpkins. And she says, Mom, do pumpkins have private parts? And I said, they do. And I was like, aha, I'm a genius. She was not gifted. And I have to say that. She was a regular 18-month-old kid. And all I read to her was the text in the book, and she got it completely. These are traits that are in your body from birth. I think they come from a higher power, whatever higher power you like. They give us body safety boundaries, and they are built into the DNA of your body. And they're there. Your kids have them. You don't have to fabricate it. You don't have to build it. You don't have to create it. So the boundaries are there. You need to tell kids that they can tell you. And you want to know. Anytime you interview a new babysitter, you say to the babysitter, my kids have been trained in body safety by Julie Federico. And they'll be like, oh, great. Who is that? And you say, she's a child abuse prevention expert. She is saving children from child abuse one book at a time. And I am. This is the most rewarding work that I've ever done. And like I said, it feels like Christmas when I get to do these projects. And I'm so excited to share this information with you. I wish you were here and we were at a training or at a school somewhere and I could say, are there any questions? And people would raise their hand. But I'm here alone at my house, so I can't do that. Email me your questions, juliefederico@gmail.com, or you can come to my website and get a hold of me there. I love to answer questions. Really, this is really, really simple. And adults make it harder sometimes by lumping 7 other topics into body safety. Body safety is just body safety. That's it. It's so easy. You can do this. You can talk to your kids today. And the nice thing is if you need a refresher, you can play this wonderful video again in 10 minutes. Please reach out to me if I can help you. I would love to save your children from child abuse. There is no greater gift a parent can give their child than the gift of safety. Thank you for protecting your child today. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.